Hello, football fans. It is S&S Pigskin Picks. I am Pratty Sandhu. I am joined by Jeremiah Sheen, and we're here for Week 14 NFL Picks here. Week 14 already. You ready to rock?
Oh, man. It's going to be a good week. Starting out with a huge, maybe even NFC Championship game preview. Detroit and Green Bay. Detroit's on the hottest streak. You know, you're asking yourself, when are they going to falter? When's it going to happen? Green Bay did lose a close-ish game. Detroit kind of took care of business there last time, but yeah, we will see. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Looking forward to that one. Can't wait. Thursday night. Okay, let's set it off with our gold picks for Week 14, and let's go and rock and roll.
Oh, baby. The Bears are struggling, but they have a new head coach at the helm, even though he was the offensive coordinator. Seems like whenever a team fires their head coach, it really makes a difference that first game back. San Francisco, riddled with injuries.
Yeah.
So I like the Bears to keep it close. And, I know San Francisco needs this win bad. I can see the Bears winning. And I can also see San Francisco kicking a late field goal to get it. So either way, I win +4. So yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah, and SF's kicker, he's been missing a lot of field goals lately. Moody.
Yeah,
I think he was 1 of 3 last game. I mean, it was in the snow, and he's not used to it, but he's been struggling in the last 4 or 5. So I think that's definitely something to watch out for. And yeah, man, it's 2 teams kind of struggling, so something's got to give, and we're going to find out in the 1 o'clock slot.
Purdy was definitely
I got a gold pick,
right? So
no, I don't think so. And the team's totally different without Trent Williams.
Yeah, and he just went through a tragedy too, so. It might be
back. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be hard.
He might be back, but yeah, one of those spots. Okay, I'm going to roll with my gold pick here. It's Buccaneers -6.5. They are hosting the Vegas Raiders. Vegas Raiders should have beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Definitely played their hearts out. That was, I guess you could say, their Super Bowl. And Tampa Bay should have lost to the lowly Panthers, who have been kind of competitive lately. But having said that, Tampa, I think, is going to win their division. And Atlanta is just nosediving. And like you've been saying, their defense has been playing well. The offense has been a no-show for Atlanta and Tampa. They'll be back home. And Vegas has to do a little travel here. And I think they're going to be motivated to take this one. Baker's a little banged up. Not loving that aspect of it, but still under a touchdown. Tampa needs this one. And Raiders, I think popped their cherry a little bit. So that's my gold pick, Week 14. And definitely looking forward to that game. Okay, let's move along. We got silver selections, Jer. Let's go with your silver selection.
Well, the Lions are on a roll. I know it's a divisional game, but I just see them winning again, maybe by a touchdown. Who is going to stop this offense? Eventually they will lose. But yeah, I'm going to keep rolling with them because that offense is just too powerful. Green Bay has looked great at times. But I think the Lions are going to assert their dominance in the division and, build their lead and win that division.
Yeah, definitely. Detroit's been a juggernaut, but I'm on the other side of the coin taking Green Bay +3.5. I just think it's, in a division game, getting that hook. And it's a bit of a revenge game. You know what I mean? They lost at home by, I think, 10 points to Detroit. And I believe Love was banged up then. You know what I mean? I think he's a little bit more healthy. Team has a little bit more, not to play for, but I think they have a little confidence, a little swag. I'm a big fan of LaFleur. And, I don't know if they can win the game 100%, but I like having that hook on my side. And it's definitely the game of the week. And
What
one of us
Detroit
is
defense is
going
going
to
to
be,
show up, right? The one
well,
that
they're
let
banged up.
Seattle score 1,000,000 points on them, or the one that lost to Tampa, or that is a concern for me as well. But yeah, just that offense, tough to lose.
The
So
offense is crazy, but like Anzalone's hurt, and obviously they lost their star Hutchison earlier in the year. I think it's just slowly catching up to him. But I mean, the offense is just all world. It's not a team I like to step in front of, but it is what it is. It's a clash, and we're going to be seeing it on Thursday coming up. Okay, let's move along to bronze selections. Jer, what are you liking for bronze this week?
Well, I looked at a lot of games, and I just didn't like the look of any of the spreads at this point. I could just see them going either way. I really liked how the Titans played against Houston the week before. I don't like how they played against the Commanders, but I think just for that reason, I think they're going to be, a little bit scorned, a little bit pissed off. They picked up so many points because this is actually an okay defense. They just end up losing a lot of games, and I don't think it's really necessarily the defense's fault. I think Jaguars are going to continue to lose. I know it is a divisional game, and they are usually tight, but I'd take Will Levis over Mac Jones any day. And I think they're going to score some points. I don't know how many Jaguars are going to score, so yeah, I'm going with the Titans.
I've noticed the Titans are scoring a little bit more lately. They
Yes.
put up a decent amount against Texans. And last week, they got, I think, maybe 16, 18, 20 points. They're pretty late, even with all the turnovers and whatnot. So, yeah, I could maybe see that as a high-scoring game, but it's a divisional game. Mac Jones, he looked pretty decent to me, but we can get into that game a little bit more later. My bronze selection, it's a divisional game. It is the bum-ass Jets. They are in Miami, and they're getting 6.5. And I don't think Miami should be laying 6.5 to them. So I'm just taking pure value.
Okay.
Jets, not much to play for. Miami, they have a small little snowball's chance in hell to make the playoffs. And division battle, I see it going down to the stretch and field goal type game. I'll take those bum-ass Jets. And their offense looked a little bit better last
They got
week.
to win
Devontae
another
Adams.
one before the end of the season for sure. That Houston win was just a mess of a game, but yeah, no, I really like them to win at least maybe one or two more before the end of the year, and which one's it going to be. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like the spot in the fact that their offense looked somewhat respectable. Devontae Adams was actually looking like Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, the defense is pretty shit if you think about it. But yeah, it's a divisional game, ugly, scrappy. I like it. So let's do our dog of the week. What are you thinking for your dog of the week?
Well, the Rams, I think they're the best value dog here this week. I know they're facing a surging Buffalo team, but the Rams really need this win a lot more than Buffalo. I'm sure Buffalo could lose this game and still win the AFC, get the number one seed. The Rams have been, better as of late. The defense, I was really impressed. They pretty well shut down New Orleans. New Orleans got to, that late 14 points, but they did really good. Kyron Williams, I think he'll get a touchdown or two and 100 yards rushing. And yeah, Puka, right. Rams, I like them.
Yeah, definitely a good spot for the Rams. Buffalo having to travel across country. Yeah. Obviously they're coming off a couple of highs. So good spot for the Rams. I am going with the Jaguars plus 130. I just like what I saw from Mac Jones. And, someone's got to play spoiler. I say, why not the bum ass Jaguars? They got, I would say, decent offense going. Trevor Lawrence wasn't doing that great anyway. So let's see what Mac can do. Maybe he can get a job for next year and pull off a dog upset in a dirty game. So it's a battle of shit teams, and generally,
Games of the WEAK.
Well, it's weak teams, it's divisional, weird things happen. That's all I'm saying, right? But yeah, I was just throwing that out there. Okay, what about teaser of the week? What is your teaser of the week, Chair?
Is the Chargers plus 11.5.
Okay.
And the Steelers plus half a point. I like the Steelers to kind of get their revenge for last time and, win it in a tough divisional game, maybe only by 3. So I like just plus half a point. So if there's a tie, you still get it. And Chargers, they've been playing good. They've been playing okay. 11.5. Kansas City hasn't covered anything. Never mind 11.5.
Divisional.
That's divisional. So that's why I love it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chargers win outright. I was looking at them as my dog of the week as well, but something's got to give. You can't be pulling out these Houdini acts. Kansas City, right? And there's a lot of talk about people saying they're the worst 11-1 team ever. Is that an oxymoron? Right? Because remember years ago, Pittsburgh was like, you remember a couple years ago, Pittsburgh was like 10-0. Everyone's like, this is the worst 10-0 team ever. And then like 2 years ago, Minnesota was like 9-1. And everyone's like, this is the worst 9-1 team. And I don't know.
Win, baby, win. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how you get there. And wouldn't it be a great story if the Chiefs 2-3-peat and just like they're just undeniable. Like even if they're horrible, they're still the champs, right? It's like, and maybe they're saving the best for last too. Maybe they're getting all the shit play out of the way and just saving all the good stuff for the playoffs.
It's, even though it's not football related, it reminds me of the Cleveland Cavaliers years ago in basketball when they had LeBron James. They would just they beat teams by like 3 or 4, not cover the spread, and, lose a couple of games here or there. They didn't care about the seeding. They just knew, step on the pedal in the playoffs, and they would make it to the finals like 4 straight years, and kind of what Kansas City's doing. And like Travis Kelce is a different player in the playoffs. So maybe their time is up. Maybe I guess the karma gods will catch up with them sooner or later, but let's see. For my teaser, I'm teasing. Go ahead.
So there's some powerful teams in the NFC this year. So this is the NFC's year. Like if we can't do it this year, I don't know. Machine's coming out of the NFC. So
as long as it's not SF, because we know they choke, right? Eagles had a chance to win that Super Bowl 2 years ago, man. In that wild, was it overtime finish? Holding call. I don't know. This, that. We can get into that at a different time. But excuse me. I'm teasing up the Seahawks over a touchdown plus 8.5, and then I'm going to tease down Tampa to -0.5. Just win, baby.
Nice.
I see them winning the division, and then I also see Seattle possibly winning that game straight up in Arizona. So give me over a touchdown. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to run. And
we're going to run 500 this week. We got so many opposing picks that no matter how we do, our record's just going to kind of stay the same.
Yeah.
So,
that's good. Yeah, I think we're due for a good week. I've had a couple of rough weeks myself, so I'm looking to bounce back. And there's no better time than week 14 in the NFL. And Thursday night, big game, Green Bay, Detroit. And we'll be here for it to wrap it up. And any final thoughts for yourself, Jer, as we finish up for week 14?
I just hope I just hope that there's no faltering. I was there last season when we just looked like it was just going to go off and then everything fell apart.
Yeah.
So, we had that little stumble early, got that out of the way, and we're just rolling. So, this could be a letdown spot. Playing down to your competition is, something you don't intend to do, but it just happens in the back of your head. So yeah, just please, Philly, if it's a 3-point win, I don't care. I don't really bet on my team too much. So I just want it to go. I want to get that number one seed.
If Detroit loses, it's going to be really interesting. I could see Philly being really perked up for that game, and yeah, love it all. Okay, please consider giving us a like, and please consider subscribing to the channel. And we're going to see everyone next time on SNS Pigskin Picks.
Peace.
Later.